Look at these beautiful, lovingly rendered, moist bricks. Anyway. Would you like some more moist bricks? I'm just robbing this place periodically. And being like, hey, all these things are fancy, right? I'm like a Tomb Raider, except the people still live here. Well, I mean, I'm killing them all, so they won't soon. But like, I guess I'm just a breaking and enterer. I'm just a home invader, man. Except everyone's trying to murder me, so it's justified? Oh, a second boat section. Wow, it just occurred to me that they introduced a boat. They introduced a boat in that other region. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to deal with a boat and this fish man. Oh no, it's gonna be so scary. And then immediately, I find Chris by going immediately away from the one fish thing I saw. And then I never got in a boat again. I fought the fish on land, and then the sequence is over. It's like they introduced the boat entirely just to subvert what you thought was gonna happen in that area. But here's another boat. Just for a little bit. They're like, we developed this mechanic, we better use it again. Oh, I didn't expect it to do that. The boat's really janky, honestly. Look at how you land. There was an obvious side of the boat that I had lined up with it, and it rotated all the way around. If you haven't been in like a canoe situation, I guess it does have a motor on this one, which was silent? You know, this boat's pretty janky. One, boats don't move like that at all. But like, also you don't hear the motor running. It's just swoosh. Yeah, I guess there's probably a motor on the other one too, huh? Yeah, no, those boats. Something's wrong with the boats in this game. They're probably underdeveloped because they were used as like a throwaway moment. So that's how I get... This is how I get to this shortcut I saw earlier. In the graveyard. The prompt for unlocking it went away, so I had to reset it. That was weird. Anyway. Maybe you're supposed to keep going that way, actually. So maybe I should take this moment to revisit the shop and sell all my shit. I think there's a chance to do that. I think continuing in that direction was the story. Probably. Is there still a computer here? That was a fucking sound, wasn't it? Jesus Christ. Any new messages? No. It's just that one. That was a fucking sound. You know what? No, nope. It clicked. My goal... I also probably want to go up to that mansion and fight something, apparently. My goal is to put the 4 things in the ritual spot, which is where the merchant is, so... I should probably go here first, then. Also, it sounds like maybe I should go check out the burned down house. Because something's up there. Did the fucking guy survive? Is the old man from the beginning of the game still coming? Because he was still alive after the first supposed death. Just kept getting back up. She died because of that. She's like... There was that one moment where you thought you might have another character to hang out with in this adventure. And then she super died. Photo of a phantom fish? What? Don't... If I'm gonna pick up an item to look at, let me look at it. Those are things we're looking at. What is it, floating in the air? What the fuck? And it's by one of the boats. Is there a floating fish? That looks like it'd be the boat at the first location, because I mean the second location was underground. Are we doing this, bro? Are we going? Is it time? Let's go. Let's go. Very rude of you to not just die. Caddo implantation notes. Subjects 174 to 181. 174, Mihai M. 21, male, silversmith, scars from pneumonia. Results low affinity. Caddo failed to grow. Body transformation. Drop in cognition. Another lichen. Sent to pasture. So they want something other than lichens. Lichens are a disappointment. Bernadette B. 21, female, no history of illness, no occupation, death. Alcina D. 44, female, noble descent, not from the village, hereditary blood disease. Very high affinity, no loss in cognition, arbitrarily able to control body transformation, applied cognition control procedure, sent to observation. Wow. Alcina could transform themselves and didn't lose their mind. Despite having a blood disease and being older. Was Alcina one of the daughters? Or was Alcina taken? Or was Alcina one of the monsters I fought? Like one of the wolves? Or are they trying to make something else? I don't know if the wolves are their goal, but they're further than lichens. Seems like the first lichens were created via experimentation, and then later lichens were created because it seems to be a communicable disease from one to another. I heard a big roar in like this direction. Definitely was like towards this wall when I was inside there. And the only thing in this direction on the map is probably here. It might be the dude from the beginning of the... Oh. There it is. He's all stabbed up. It totally is the guy from the beginning of the game, isn't it? He's still alive. He just would not die. Okay, so I'll do the same strategy as last time. It seemed to work. Do 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 do. He didn't trigger any of them. Fuck me. You dick. There you go. Get the other one? Where is it? Oh fuck, don't dodge it. Where is it? Where'd I put it? Ow. Shit. There it is. You found it. Yeah, this is a more controllable spot. He has to go through this doorway, more or less. I seem to not be able to trigger them, so that's good. Where'd he go? Did he run away? Like, just to retreat, but then keep fighting me? Or is he in a new battle arena somewhere else? Oh, here's something. He's still up there. He's not happy with me. Oh boy. Gah! There we go. Crystal Ancient Beast. So he was like the... Was he like the big boy? God damn. I think I wasted one shot. I think I missed one of my shots. That's tragic for that gun. Whew. Okay. Only one healing item. That's not the worst, but it could have been better. He was definitely stronger than the previous one. If he's called an ancient beast, then I don't think he was the guy from the beginning of the game. Because, well, he's not ancient. That guy just got infected. But I think that one was tougher. It seemed to be white instead of black. Fur changing with age, maybe? Like people do. Well, that was eventful. Oh, right, don't forget. We have another task to look into. Somewhere. I have to go in here, but then instead of putting it in, I go the other way. Yeah, the doors looked samey enough that I thought this game was non-linear once you got the key.
To see you return alive.
But they definitely transform, so I was wrong about that part. Alright, so don't put that in yet.
Ah, yes, yes.
It'll likely trigger whatever happens next. Large crystal, Vivianite, yellow quartz, crystal skull times 10, a perfect crystal skull, crystal ancient beast for 80 grand, crystal hammer for 35, what the fuck?
Dissatisfied? I believe this is a fair
Oh,
price.
right, also this plate. What the fuck, I have 200 grand. Why did I ever care about money? This game... This is not a survival horror game. It's not balanced like one at least.
I've procured some new
The resource
items
counts
for
are
you, Mr.
nuts. They give you so much. Like I don't even have anything to buy. Like at this point I can just buy my gun back and not even care that I did it. All my main guns are completely fully upgraded for I can go for this. Why not? It's like a drop in the bucket price. It's only like 12 grand. And I did notice a few times during that hammer fight, I was ready to shoot again, and it wouldn't shoot yet. I'm like, oh wow, it actually does have a really long rate of fire recharge. What I'm a little confused by is that these pips on the right side of the screen, it looks like the pips can go like twice as far. Is that New Game Plus or something? Because like, how do you do that? He doesn't let me buy those upgrades. He won't let me buy those upgrades, and
Please come again.
And there aren't any parts lying around, unless I missed some. Okay, so we're not putting that one in, because that'll trigger the next story thing. That seems pretty clear. That whole house is still... Oh, it's a tarp. I thought that whole house was still boogery, and I'm like, ew, you poor guys. All the houses in this neighborhood are blue. Alright, we're gonna follow the creek back into Pukeville. And hope I can find the boat pictured in that picture. If it's not there, it might be somewhere else the creek goes through, like in front of the moat in front of the castle. Do I hear a monster? Oh, it's you. Trying to remember the layout of this place. No, you have to... Yeah, you have to take the windmill. Yeah, earlier I was looking at the map earlier when I was on the way out of the zone or done with the zone and trying to figure out how it was laid out, and I couldn't remember. But now I remember it's because you had to go under this. Because the map, when you look at the map, it doesn't make sense. You start wondering, like, did I take that gate to get to the lake? But no, you didn't. You don't take that gate because that's the crank. You use the crank to open the gate. Yeah. What? What happened? So I can't go back down there. Ooh, where was that? So the water's down there and I can't access the water anymore. So it might be up here? Oh, yeah. I haven't been through there yet. So let's go towards the ritual location. And what we'll do is I won't put the thing in, which should avoid any story triggers. But there was a box I haven't been able to open yet. Maybe I can open that now. But if not that, I think that was the first special chest I ever saw. Those weird fancy chests that show up once you're back outside of the castle. But there was like a bridge or something I couldn't open yet, and I needed the fancy crank to open. That's like the primary spot that's left I haven't used it yet in, I think. Okay, here's where the box was. This one just doesn't open, but it's not totally sure why, clear why. Maybe you just can't. The necklace is a key item? Where do you put the necklace? What have I not followed up on? Huh. Not sure what's going on there. But anyway, this is the first place I got to use the sniper rifle. That was satisfying. And there's the boat. Okay, let's look at the behind the boat in some rocks. So behind the bridge? If that's even the same one. I can't really see over there at all. Maybe they're hardcore stopping me from looking over there until I unleash the boat. Could be. Or maybe I'll be able to see it just barely once I cross. I'm not sure this is the same spot. No, it's all crumbly. There's another boat somewhere that I haven't found. So I think I only... Yeah, I would remember. The boats are really rare. But there were streams near the castle, so maybe I'll double check that area. Are those the bridges? I think those are the bridges that lead to the castle. Can I see a boat from here? It's like there's like one bridge you get to use, but there's a bunch of ones in the all around that other you can see like monsters on sometimes. Maybe this will even go there. They want me to go that way clearly, so I'm curious what the boundaries are on this side. They're letting me go. Okay. Oh, there was also that, let's check the side first in case it goes, in case I go too far downstream and I can't get back up. But maybe this will be how I get to go back to that one. There was that one box in the debris floating in the water. I couldn't reach it. There's just like whole zones around here. Where the heck am I? Is this the castle? Yeah. We've been around here before. Oh. Where should I go first? I go up and down the stream, I go the least. I like how there's so many places I just don't have to go. But of course I want to. It like, this is like a lot of work to put these places in. They're not little clues. It's not like, wow, I hit this wall and it breaks and there's a box behind it and that's it. It's like, here's entire areas the game does not tell you to go to. But you should. I always wonder, whenever I hear certain games like this, like I heard about Resident Evil 5 and I heard about Resident Evil 8. In both cases I heard, that game's only 5 hours long, and I'm like, that sounds astonishingly short. And then I played them and I'm like, what the fuck were they talking about? How did you beat this game that fast? And are you being deceptive and manipulative? Are you talking about like, oh, your third playthrough when you know when you have everything memorized is really short? It's like, okay. But you played the game 3 times at that point. It's kind of weird to not count all the other hours. Or not including that context seems pretty deceptive. I think I've been here before, but I didn't have this yet. Oops. Yeah, I've almost... It seems like I've been here before because it has the telltale, like, open drawers. Delivered to the red... Yeah, it's the first time I've heard reference to the red chimney. How did I get here before? I do kind of remember that bridge being up. So I must have come out of here or went into here. But that's closed up now. Leads to the ceremony site. So this was during my escape. Where I came out of here. Yeah. So I escaped the castle here. Came down here. That was probably locked. No, that's the way I had to go. I explored this. That drawbridge was... Yeah. Okay. That led to the ceremony site. I've been there before, but I couldn't do this yet. It's neat. I like to take the moment to unpack exactly where I am when these weird, tangly parts happen. Otherwise, I would just still think, wow, a new area. It's crazy how there's so many new areas that they just put in here. It's like, oh, they're doubling back and recontextualizing a previous area. So I still need to check this out, but I also want to go down the stream, but I also want to check out that door at the end of the drawbridge. So let's try to keep all those straight in my head. That's my to-do list still. This room's full of traps, so that's concerning. Did they activate? Is this from the escape that I did? I don't think it is. There's no spikes above me right now. Is some part of this movable? I bet it is. This could go so poorly. It's just the looming threat that at any moment this stuff might activate. Oh. A pipe bomb. Are you telling me I can blow this up? Because it looks... doesn't look like it goes anywhere. Oh! The ability to customize which ones are up or down. Hello. Yeah, that one's locked. Okay. So that cart might be useful, but also going across there. Okay, so... we might be safe. These might be entirely manual from that console, in which case there's a lower chance of being murdered today. That didn't make it very far, did I? Not push it. Oh, I don't think I kept it held down correctly. Unless it stops at intervals. My hand, look how healed up my hands are. Like, they were torn through earlier. Impressive in its own ways. All that because he couldn't jump diagonally. Box. Next to the nightmare thing that can grind your hand up. Large pigeon blood ruby. Hello, did I finally do it? The payoff, I actually got the full set. I got both rubies. Wow. How valuable is it to pay off that? Because, I mean, when I first saw stuff that was very valuable, its value is oh, magnum ammo. It's like, wow, look at these big numbers. 30,000, that's crazy. But at this point, like, I'm just rolling in money. I do one excursion and I come back with 200 grand and I'm like, oh my god, what do I do? I didn't trust that at all. I did not trust that at all. The pipe bomb location? Oh, we're not getting back up. I might have missed my chance. They might have expected me to pipe bomb that one wooden thing, but it really looked like it wasn't going to go anywhere. I do like that I'm kind of on edge going around. Like, we don't have the classic Resident Evil thing where there's enemies that I avoided killing because I couldn't afford to, and therefore they're like around and lurking, and I have to worry about them. Nor do we have the Resident Evil remake thing where enemies come back as stronger versions of themselves if you didn't kill them like the expensive way. Those are nice ways to keep the area populated and make exploration, including the backtracking, a risky thing that you have to worry about. But what this game does do, which isn't as elegant but is still worth noting, is that it does just have new encounters show up in old areas as a surprise. Which really happened when I went to that one graveyard and got attacked by the axe guy for the first time. I'm like, what the? This place is clear. I don't expect a boss fight to happen here. Or like how I just fought that. I fought two of the wolves I fought were in areas I'd never been in before. Or I had previously been in before, and now there was a wolf there. So in examples like that, it's like, oh, okay, sure. Like, yeah, whenever I pack through these areas, I'm never convinced I'm completely safe. I'm keeping an eye out, because I'm like, something could happen at any moment. And that's cool. I do still feel like the first game had better systems, especially the remake. Like, the first game had good ideas, and then the remake elegantly layered new ideas on top of that. We're like, not only are there guys that it's too expensive to kill Olav, but also some of the guys that you didn't fully commit to killing are now even harder to kill because they got back up as, was it redheads or something? Redeads? Not redeads. I need you to stop swinging, please. We're back to the hooded guys. Hi. You like that? Crimson Heads, that's what they're called. I don't know if that's mentioned in the game or if it's an audience thing. An audience dubbing. Hello. Get out of here. 25 handgun shots. God damn. Quantities you find ammo in sometimes. Yes? What do you guys? Are you guys just gonna keep spawning? Money! Oh. Yeah, I think I get it. That's why you're spawning infinitely. You're a puzzle mechanic. Come here, zombie. No thinking, please. Just solve my puzzles for me. That was cute. A Dimitrescu statue? Golden Lady statue. It's like the one from the blood room. The blood puzzle room. So I think we're good here. Seems pretty complete. Alright. That was a neat detail. Apparently you can light those people on fire. It's funny getting achievements for these here and there. Like, I got an achievement for him lighting on fire. And I guess that's like the room that guarantees your achievement. You're not gonna miss it at that point. So I'm trying to go downstream, and I'm also looking out for the phantom fish. So behind it, there's some rocks. The other one doesn't look like it. To me. I can see if I can look down at all. Don't think I can. No, I think it's going to be downstream. Okay, so we checked out the well, we checked out that, we checked out the house. I think we're good here. It is interesting to note, though, that, yeah, there's the secret hunting, but this is very much more... The layout of how this is all being handled is very much less akin to the Resident Evil franchise, and actually more akin to the God of War reboot. That's like more the style of game that we're doing right now. It's all the more noteworthy once I'm hopping in a boat like this, like it draws the comparison a little stronger. But even without the more superficial elements, it's like... that's the kind of world that's opening up over time with little isolated challenges like that random section I just went through that was disconnected from absolutely everything. Those kinds of situations. This might be it. Where's this phantom fish? Oh, I just rotated that way. That'd make it that direction? Oh yeah. There's a whole pond over here. Oh, he was jumping. I thought he was floating in the picture. That's the finest fish. just casually just cleanse the area of life. Just no moment of reverence. Like, wow, look at this beautiful koi pond with the golden fish that does the little jumps. Die, die, die. I require you for currency. Going. It is dank in here. What are we coming up on today? Excuse me? Everything's loaded. Yeah, those are moving. There's a tentacly thing in there. Something dangerous in here. Something about to come for me? What is that? That's a lot of ammo. Oh. An antique coin? That we don't use that, do we? That's just a callback? I forgot about the antique coins. Oh, that was cute. For anyone that didn't play 7, well, sorry for this game spoiling or affecting the read of that game forever, because it opens with me as death. But the antique coin was a unique currency to that game, where you found a place full of little cages you could only open with antique coins. So it was an in-game currency just for opening those up, because there wasn't a shop at all. This whole thing where I have money, 200,000 Li or lei or whatever it is, that wasn't a thing. I didn't have money in that game. But you did there was a series of unique antique coins you could get, well, they weren't unique from each other necessarily, but you get them kind of scattered throughout the game as a reward, like heart pieces in Zelda. Like, they were rare enough to be a big deal whenever you found them, and collectively you could buy major items. I think that's how you got the Magnum in that game, and there's like three or four cages you could open up, and it was your choice which one to buy. They all had different prices, but you could save up for the expensive ones first if you wanted or whatnot, so it gives you some choice in your playthrough a bit. Intricately designed coin. Looks like one from the Baker House. They're even calling it out, yeah. Dimitrescu's necklace. An ornate necklace made of pure gold and 2 rubies. So even they're mentioning that too. Okay. Oh right, you. The tack. This game does not seem to do the thing that game pulled, where when you upgraded weapons, they'd get bigger. And so they took up more of your inventory space, so it was an actual, like, oh god, do I want a better barrel for that gun? It's gonna add new concessions to worry about. But yeah, the inventory space, they use this kind of engine and setup in general in 3, 2, and 7. The remakes of 2 and 3. And yeah, we've never had this kind of inventory space. Ethan is made of magic in this game. Like, I don't know how he's carrying so much. DNA sequencing complete. 99.95% match to the Dulve mutamycete. The deviation of 0.05% can presumably be attributed to artificial changes by humans, which means this is probably the source. Further investigation on how the connections managed to find and extract mold is needed. The connections. Capital. The fungal colonies spread out under the entire village. When you take the Baker incident into account, the hosts of the mutamycete are part of a network of consciousness. If that network is linked to here, then we could assume this organism here is data storage? If that's the case, then what data is Miranda after? Can't do anything with shooting it. But yeah, it's moving down here. So those are just roots, but this is like some shit going on. It's all over the place down here. I don't think I can fight it necessarily, unless it's gonna get me on the way back. Maybe. It's really creepy down here. So we're just explicitly saying that all the monsters and stuff in here seem to be tied to the mold from the previous game. So they're like, oh wow, it's like vampires and werewolves of legend, but they're all just like matching up with, it's just mold, that's mold monsters that are then matching up with what we associate with horror. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's a lot of shit moving around in there, isn't there? Am I gonna have to fight that? It seems like it doesn't want me to leave now that I know that this is here. It's not reacting to my shots. Is it gonna grab me? I feel like it's gonna grab me. Got closer. Look at that. Certainly seems more like the mold from the previous game, yeah. It looks like the dad from the Baker family. What is the mother going after? What is her goal? So we found the carp. Found this. I still have a lockpick that's bothering me. But it's probably because I probably ran out of lockpicks in the castle in some way, but could have lockpicked something. I don't know. But now we know that's there. So there's just a network of mold roots under the entire village. And that's what's going on here. Cowards. Not just gonna let lycanthropy just be a canonical thing in your universe. Ooh, it's the mold. Everyone loves the mold. That's everyone's favorite part of 7. Let's see. Well, we just got a lot done there. Don't know what else I'd want to follow through on. Some of these places are just things that I just can't figure out what I'm missing, but it's probably just like a gem, and at this point those gems are probably really low value. All things considered. I think I'll sell what I got. And then, go press the big button that make things happen like what?
As you wish.
Antique coins, decently valuable. Dimitrescu's necklace is 50 grand. That's pretty up there. That's one of the higher numbers I've seen.
Ah!
I've just got too much money now. I got the finest fish, but not enough fish. That's going to bother me a bit. I don't think I can reach... Yeah, no, there's still nothing to buy there.
Securing goods is more important than anything. Anything, my friend.
I can't buy shotgun ammo? I just have too much of it or something? Holy shit, 30 for not that much. What's my inventory space doing?
Please come again. Naturally.
Nah, I'm sold out. I've literally bought everything from a store and I still have 200 grand left.
Till next
What
week.
the hell, man? Maybe I'm the one being scammed. Maybe the currency in this country just isn't really worth much. A little low on space now. Interesting that everything's 2 squares. It's just the lockpick, I think, that's 1. Making it kind of an awkward thing to put in your spaces. But if I get a new gun, I might have trouble fitting it in here, is my concern. They're usually... There we go. Guns are usually too tall, but longer. Maybe a rocket launcher or something. Maybe it'll take up this kind of space or something. Yeah, none of them are 3 tall yet, but they could be. They can do that. I guess when I pick it up, if it's too big for my inventory, I think they'll let me use the sidebar to figure out how to arrange things. And I can just, if I never find a value for the meat, I can just throw it away. I don't really, it doesn't matter that much if I lose out on the money at this point. Like, I have so much money that I literally can't buy more with it. That's the sitch that we're in. Let's see. Mordeaux's hidden weapon? That's what they're calling the wolfsbane that I found there. Yeah, like that's the playable area, and down there is the water. I don't think I can reach that stream again. I might have missed my opportunity to get that one special chest that was there. Unless it washed up somewhere else. Maybe it did wash up somewhere else when I drained the water. I don't know, but there was a chest floating in the water, and I can't see it on the map anymore. And as you can see, when I zoom all the way out, they still show up. So like, I should be able to see it, and I have every single one on the map. So I don't really know what happened to the one that was in the water when I first got my boat that I couldn't get at the time. It must have moved. It was like setting it up for the future, maybe? A little weird. Let's see, I can't buy parts from you. So I should probably craft all these explosive rounds if I want them. Maybe some more mines. There, get all my crafting done. Did not ultimately take up much more inventory space. Like, you can fit a lot of ammo in here. Alright, so now I've got some more flame rounds to play with. To go murder some bros, bro. Okay, let's do this. I should probably save again, just because I did that. Not that saving matters that much unless I turn the game off. You pretty much just respawn somewhere that usually is more recent than your save. And those rare deaths. Torso flask. Make my baby whole again. Oh, we're just picking up the whole thing.
What?
That's why there's a second similar site down there. I did not... Now that makes more sense. I didn't get that. So I was like, why was there a second site? Like, there was this thing, like you needed it. So I put all 4 of them in, then the whole... I have to carry the entire thing over there, which Ethan's just doing, apparently. Okay. He's already carrying 50 other items, I guess he can carry that. Difference being that thing's so heavy that it doesn't seem like he'd be able to. Are we fighting?
What's going on?
I think Chris blew something up. I still fully expect to encounter a fucking umbrella hive underground. It's just so consistent. And now we know that it is the mold. Oh no, I guess we've established the entire underground is the mold, so that's not great news for us either. I guess that thing I saw is probably stirring. The Giant's Chalice. Oh. Oh, R.I.P. Ethan. They really commit to their umbrella theming. Who lights these candles? I'm sorry, excuse me? Who the fuck lights those candles? Who keeps these ones lit? No, I refuse. Unacceptable. Those can't be there. That doesn't make any sense. No one... You can't even reach these candles. I had to do all this.
Don't worry about the kid, Ethan. It'll be fine. Ha! Just get your ass across the bridge.
Why do you talk so weird? I don't know what's going on with his accent or his voice actor. I doubt it's on accident. Maybe they're doing something. Maybe it's like weird on purpose. Silent Hill and Resident Evil are both known for kind of having odd voice acting, at least in the early days. Well, always Silent Hill, but Resident Evil originally. He's odd. Is this bridge gonna be okay? Oh, that's the factory they set up. They said that's where Alpha went.
Ah! Ethan Winters. Welcome. I didn't think you'd make it past Daughter Moreau, but I suppose you survived worse back in America, hmm? I like you. I'd like to speak to you about Rose and Miranda. Oh, come on in. Don't worry. It's not a trap.
I'd like you to die.
What are you planning?
Also, this definitely looks like a trap. It's one of those fields where I get attacked. But no, he's scheming something, doesn't he? Why does everyone know so fucking much about me? Ethan genuinely just thought he could go home and go back to having a family life, and meanwhile everyone's fucking writing everyone's writing biographies about him and scheming, and he's like, he just wants to raise a kid. Well, I guess Rose is a mold baby or something, isn't she? Even if they did 2 tests on her and couldn't find any evidence of it. Apparently. That was set up. There was documents specifying that they couldn't find anything they couldn't find anything about Rose. She just seemed healthy and normal. And the pregnancy wasn't during the mold, but Mia was molded, and all sorts of stuff happened to her before then. And Mia herself didn't. Oh yeah, Mia had a whole backstory, didn't she? Where she was up to some spy shit on that on the boat or something. Didn't we find out that she was up to a bunch beforehand and that she didn't tell us about? Yeah. Yeah, I think you played as Mia on the boat, on the tanker section. Tanker section. Fucking talking like this is Metal Gear. Got the wrong vocabulary sneaking in. High power gas stove.
What the hell? Mia?
Truth hurts, don't it? Let me guess. You're thinking, take me out like the others, and then he gets to go and save Rose, right?
I'm healing my daughter.
Look, you got this all wrong. Let me tell you. Shut your fucking hole! Sorry about that.
I'm going down that hole, aren't I?
Listen, Ethan, you're being played.
Ethan, don't sit by the
What are
hole.
you talking about? You think this is a game?
I said sit! Lady, supersized bitch. Ugly ass psycho doll. An embryonic freak. Don't you get it? It's a test. To see if you're strong enough to be a part of Miranda's family.
I don't want to be a part of Miranda's family.
Neither did I, but here we are. And I'm next in line, right? Kill me, move up the chain. Well, fuck that!
I don't give a damn about your personal issues. I just want to fix my daughter.
So do I. Do you have any idea how powerful that kid is? Even Miranda's scared of her. Last time, you freak, I swear to God! You and me, Ethan. Together, we can go save Rose, and then we can use her to grind Miranda into paste.
My daughter is not a weapon. Fuck you!
Last chance. You don't have to find out what's in that hole.
I'll take my chances.
You're futile.
Ethan, why do you do this? He's a blender man. Wow, he's just all blender. I'm definitely gonna die at least once. Ethan, how are you expecting to fight this guy? You only know how to use guns. And he can just rip up your... He just picks up your guns with his mind. Like, I don't know if you understand how fucked we are, Ethan. We can't kill this guy. All of my guns are made of metal. Are you gonna invest in 3D printed guns that fire once before they explode? It's gonna take a lot of those to kill one of these guys. You know how many shots it takes to kill anything in this game? Wow, you found the only not sharp part of that room to land on.
What was that thing?
That was pretty funny how he's like, shut the fuck up, Propeller Man. I'm trying to have a villain speech. But also, I sound kind of funny. Something's going on. I don't know if it's my accent or what. Am I putting the emphasis on the wrong syllables on purpose? I don't know. If anyone knows had more info on that voice actor, I'd like to know. I'm just curious. I'm like, what is... Something's going on. I don't know if it's just an accent that I don't recognize or if it's like he's doing something weird on purpose besides that. But it's messing with me. Oh. Okay. I saw that shadow and freaked out. Thought I was in way more danger. I thought the propeller was here. That's probably on purpose. Because it looks like the propeller, but it's actually just a garbage claw. But yeah, no, I don't know how Ethan's expecting to accomplish anything. This guy fucking... This guy can just rip all of your guns out of your inventory instantly and then you're just unarmed against him. Unless you're gonna find some sort of weird sci-fi way of disabling his powers. I don't see how this works out. And all things considered, maybe you can like Harry Keogh this shit from a necroscope. Maybe use your super daughter to solve, and then we beat this stuff. If that's a thing she can do, then maybe we just need to do that. Because things aren't great. I don't know if you noticed. Things are pretty not great at the moment, Nathan. We might need your daughter's superpowers if she does have them. Maybe ask a little more, like, will I still have a daughter afterwards? Will she be fine? If she's apparently so strong that, like, Miranda's afraid of her. I mean, she already split your daughter into 4 pieces, turned them into crystal, split them into 4 pieces, put them in vials separately from each other, and scattered them like they're the fucking Horcrux. Or something like that. So, like, obviously, your daughter can come back from some shit. If that already happened. That's already pretty bad. If your daughter can somehow defeat the mother, this seems like an upgrade. I don't know. I feel like I'd be a little more receptive to talking to this guy. Granted, he's a villain in a story, so you can almost guarantee that he's going to benefit greatly from this and probably become more powerful and also betray you afterwards. But at the same time, reduced number of remaining villains is good.
This place is messed up.
Wow, that's some color contrast. That's one of those really striking visuals. Some games are just so good at doing this. Those are all bodies. Those are all bodies, those are all bodies, those are all bodies. We walked into the inside from the creators of Limbo. There's some bad shit going on here. Man, guys, video games got so pretty. I like when they actually use their visuals well instead of wasting them on muddy brown shit and microtransactions. Like all these graphics can be well spent. This is a pretty open area. Hello. I see you're still around. Are you gonna help me with Chainsaw Face? I was expecting something chainsaw-y.
Welcome, welcome. You're sure to find something new.
Hope so. I have too much money. Oh, does he go up? He changes floors? A lot of water. There's a lot going on in here. Man. It's creepy in here. I think they were playing with our expectations. 4 introduced Chainsaw Guy, 5 kind of just repeated Chainsaw Guy, 6 was like bioorganic Chainsaw Guy. Now the chainsaw's his body somehow, even though that's like, how the fuck would you? And can't remember if there was 1 in 7 or not, but this guy, you hear that revving and you're like, oh, here comes this game's chainsaw. It's a staple of the series by now, and then you see
Well,
propeller
then, feel
face.
free to peruse.
Propeller face was a surprise. I think I have nothing of value. Except for all my guns. Never got enough fish. Maybe there'll be
I've procured
fish.
some new items for you, Mr. Winters.
What? Oh, that's the Wolfsbane one. What's that? 960 to 1120. Wow.
These hands are more dexterous than one might think.
We do get to have more power upgrades. 2 of them for this one. Why 2 for that one?
What?
I can't afford
It's
that
fine,
one.
All finished.
I actually hit my cap. Well, shit, I would have spent more. There's more guns. Shit. I spent them on the upgrades. Why would there be new guns this late? More effective against single enemies, 1160 damage. It already does more damage than my shotgun does with all its
I'm
upgrades.
skilled at all sorts
And
of
it
weapons
focuses it. Damn it!
modifications, and will do them for a small fee.
These are so weirdly late to add. I don't need a red dot sight for my shotgun. They're adding new guns so weirdly late. Fully automatic machine pistol. Damn. This is 180. How much can I sell my shotgun for? Can you scroll better, please? I have to keep my mouse still. 120,000. Does go up in value when you upgrade it, I think. But I do have the original shotgun still. So if I sell both of you, I have enough to basically for almost 1-to-1 for that other shotgun.
I suppose you'd call this a farewell to arms.
It trips me up because this does not look like a shotgun. Semi-automatic shotgun with focus shot for better against single enemies. That'll be good for boss fights and whatnot.
Have you considered decluttering your possessions?
Yeah, I'm working on it. This thing looks like a machine gun type gun thing. You can't put something down in a way that just picks up the other thing that you're highlighting. You have to pick them up individually. What is that? I think that means I can't throw that away. It's got like a no icon. I think that means I can't sell that. Or drop it. Like I have to have a weapon of some kind. Decent chunk of space now. So I got rid of both shotguns. It was about enough to be able to afford this one at least.
Aha!
But yeah, I feel annoyed that happened a bit.
This is all an investment. Thank you for your patronage.
Yeah, that's a while ago. Yeah, I'm not gonna replay like 20 minutes. Okay, I was just double checking, like, because if I had saved before talking to him, then I could have just undone the transaction.
You wish.
But oh well, we'll probably be fine. It's not completely optimal, but we'll probably be fine. I don't know if I need a fully automatic pistol. Of all things that can remain unoptimized, I guess I can leave that one. Extra baggage. I can increase my inventory space again.
Securing goods is more important than anything. Anything, my friend.
Can I really upgrade the power of this thing 3 times? Okay, so hopefully, maybe this section's long enough that I can get more money and afford this. But yeah, some non-ideal choices have happened, unfortunately. Whoops. But hopefully I'll be able to get enough money to pump it into the shotgun, because there is room for growth, you know? I'm constantly tempted. It won't amount to much. Only like 5 grand. Yeah, 6 grand. Same thing for the first aid meds. That was only an early game tactic, getting a little bit of money, but the prices have gotten exponentially higher at this point, and those have not changed. So while I should just hold on to the stuff in case I eventually find the fish for this recipe, or well, that's not what that's for. Sorry. I should hold on to it in case new recipes show up as a surprise, because it could, because it has happened here, but it hasn't happened yet with the recipes, but it could. And I guess we'll find out.
To hunger. Leaving so soon?
Yeah, we are. Let's, save and, see you next time.